Undertaker taking tons of dudes out, man. Kirschblut, dude. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you all doing well today, and welcome back to another reaction for 86. This is episode 3, and I'm so happy that episode 2 gave us some information about what's going on in the world. We learned that at some point, the Republic decided that if you're not part of the Alba race, you are no longer a human being. And that's what's going on with the District 86 situation. Pretty messed up stuff, man. And we also found out that the Legion, the AI drones that always attack, apparently were created by the Empire so they wouldn't suffer losses. But apparently that AI took over, and humans haven't been in control of the Empire in quite some time. And apparently these drones only have 50,000 working hours, right? So that's why they knew that the war, or they know the war is going to end in 2 years, because they know how long the Legion can operate for. But here's the thing: if the Legion, this AI, was smart enough to get rid of humanity within the kingdom, or within the Empire, wouldn't they also be smart enough to fix that issue so they can operate longer? I mean, wouldn't that be part of their objective? If they were able to actually eliminate the humans that created them, wouldn't they also eliminate that issue that they have? I'm curious to see if the Republic is getting a little bit too comfortable with this information because of this information. And it's also clear that Lena doesn't agree with what the Republic does when it comes to District 86. She believes them to be humans. And I think we're going to see a different relationship between District 86 and her being the handler than the relationship that they had with previous handlers who they just called pigs. Because at the end of the day, the previous handlers probably were complete assholes to these people, because they were under the impression that they're not human beings because they don't come from their same, ethnicity and all that. Where Lena is not that way. And I think it's going to be a little hard for her to get through to some of these District 86 people. But at the same time, I feel like that bond is going to form over time. I'm also hearing that this is some of the most messed up storytelling people have seen in a long time. A few of my Patreon members said, hey, this is going to get pretty crazy. So I'm looking forward to seeing just how drastic they take some of these parts in the story. Because already you have a nation, the Republic, looking at a certain group of people as subhuman, which is already pretty messed up. So without further ado, let's go ahead, count this down, and jump into episode 3 of 86. 3, 2, 1, go. What are we getting here, boys? Kirschblut? Hmm? Who was that? They specifically didn't show us his face. Is it possible that was Shin, Undertaker, and he just dyed his hair later on? But that was a blonde individual just now, and I'm trying to think if we've seen any. I know we've seen a couple blondes, right? In the District 86 people. But somebody said, I'm sorry about Curious Blue or whatever. And I'm not quite sure if that was Lena talking or not. But there was a blonde person just there. So that might have been like a look into like their most recent battle. Maybe somebody ended up dying, and that was Lena apologizing to that person. Though you think she would be directly talking to Shin, aka Undertaker, not somebody else. So I'm curious to see what significance that scene holds. You know what I mean? And it looks like it might have been that kid right there, the one with the blonde hair. Maybe somebody he's close to among his people. And I also get huge Tekkadan vibes from Iron-Blooded Orphans when it comes to District 86 people, because they're viewed as less than human, just like those in Tekkadan were viewed as less than human. Alrighty, boys, here we go. It's gonna get it. A few people told me on Patreon, they're like, it's gonna get messed up, man. I can already kind of say it. Oh, there's Fido. It's that blonde kid on the right, I think the person was apologizing to. Or it could be him, but I think it's the one sitting down. Hmm. Hmm. So where they at? They're taking a while to clean, huh? So they're bathing. Oh, bro. They are young, right? They want to see that stuff, so we might die tomorrow. Gotta live in the moment, boys. We won't look at Anju. Is Anju his girlfriend? Or his sister? Bruh. Already getting that fan service, huh? Already getting that fan service. Do one of these girls die? And that's why the apology happened? Why aren't you joining in on the fun, though? Is Kaya the one that dies? 'Cause I know they have. Yo, the frog's creeping, bro. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, the redhead girl is the one that sat down and talked to him last episode and all that. The They said sorry about so and so. That was probably their code name. So I wonder which one of these girls have that code name. If I'm correct in what I'm thinking, to talk about who they're gonna go after. Oh, they're just teasing their comrade, man. An Eastern lady, Karina. That's her name. Hmm. And here they are peeping. He went with them. Of course, he went with them. Daya seems like he might be a little bit older than those two. He has to spoon up to his mouth, bro. Oh, damn, they pulled their guns out fast, bro. You spying on us? Are those rocks? You will be missed. Ooh. The one with the pink hair, her. Oh, her name's Anju. She seems to be like the oldest among the girls, it seems like. Oh, yeah, they know the other two are there. Damn. Theo. I feel like Theo's the one that was getting apologized to, bro. Yeah, right? No. You ain't getting out of this, dude. These scheming women, bro. They're like, what's going on, bro? They're trying to get out of it. Yeah. They're trying to get out of it, bro. Uh... Bruh. He actually asked. Hmm. What just happened? Hmm. Okay, so she's upset about a lot. They all feel like they're living on borrowed time. They can die. A white pig. All right, we're gonna get a look into more of this. They killed my mom and dad. That's fucked. So you can understand why her resentment is towards the Alba. And now the whole thing with the Alba, like I guess that's like their war hero or whatever, that image. It makes sense why that's there and all that. And why they Ishabloot. Nah, so it's the dark haired girl, right? Kaya, or whatever her name was. I was right, dude. It's her. Hmm. Oh, it was only Shin next to him. Karana just put her para raid on so she can listen. Well, it's a robot. Hmm. See, I wonder if the other handlers spoke to them the way she speaks to them, you know? Ah, he just snorted. Dude, this she's gonna die, bro. Kia or whatever her name is. And they keep calling Lena princess. I know she's higher up. I know she comes from like some kind of nobility, but is she truly like a princess? Or are they just calling her that because, you know, of her circumstances and their circumstances? They can see the stars. Yeah, there isn't many good things. You treat them like, well, they asked that question. Yeah, we didn't get to see the camps. I mean, how could you? At least she's rational and she can realize that not all 86 are good. Oh. So she was discriminated against other 86 is what I'm gleaming from this because she was a rarer race. Dude, she's gonna die, bro. And then the one he just looked at her, dude. That was a flash forward that we saw at the beginning of the episode. And then look at that. Did you see the card? I don't want to die. Fuck, dude. It's gonna be emotional, man. And of course, it had to be the girl that was, asked if she hates them and not whatnot. Is the one that's gonna perish. I never even thought that there would be multiple other ethnicities among the 86, but it makes sense as long as you're not Alba, you're 86. Hmm. How many guys did she get like hooked up with? And it seems like it's arranged type marriages, but I could be wrong. I want you for the army. Hmm. Well, they see it coming. That's why they're out on the outskirts. Hmm. An old map. Does she want to? Does she not know where the actual district is? And she wants to know where they are. Is she gonna go there in person eventually? I wonder. Hmm. Where's that cat at? Yeah, it's the black cat, right? Yep. Hmm. Hmm. Well, dogs and cats don't get along, bro. Usually, but that's a fallacy. But they have a bunch of different names for the cat. Multiple names. Hmm. How was that? Keeps calling Carino a rat, dude. Ah, I see. I like how they do that, how they go back and forth in the because that shit we saw earlier, but now we're seeing it from Lena's point of view. Yeah, we didn't get to hear the question, and now we're getting to hear the question. Okay. I really like how this show does that. Even if the country doesn't claim you're a citizen? Hmm. So that's where she gets her ideals from. Okay. Right, right. Like a very naive outlook. But that's not exactly wrong, though. Exactly. Ooh. He was wondering why she's like so interested in them. She straight up asked her, like she's always talking to them, and I highly doubt any other handler ever talked to them that way. You know. So is this when what's her name's gonna perish, man? Yeah. So she hopefully that map is accurate, and things haven't changed. All right. So it's there. Good. Excuse me, guys. She has skill at least. She's not dumb. Is that what's her name? Hmm. You also have to understand they did say to you that they're not fighting for noble causes, so you might not. Undertaker taking tons of dudes out, man. Kirschblut, dude. The fucking insert music's happening. Dude, this show is really good, dude. Holy fuck. The way they execute and present what we need to see, it's so good, dude. Like, we knew something was gonna happen, and then the buildup happens, and then we hear her saying, "Wetlands here, I can't move," because we didn't hear that before. So we saw, like, the aftermath of what's gonna happen here when Lena apologizes to, I think it was Theo, right? The blonde haired kid. Or at least it was him hearing it. I'm sure she said sorry about the person to everybody because they all could hear it, but it was focusing on Theo when she said it. All right, so there is an after credit scene. Is that Theo talking? Person's angry, you know. Yeah, it's different. It hits different for them, man. She was never. Damn, that is true. She never even like. Brought her to tears, but you know, it is a little hypocritical what she's been trying to do, man. Wow. I'm assuming that was Theo, real name. I wonder if she's finally gonna ask them for their real names next episode, dude. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that was Theo going off on her, because when Kaya was talking, I'm probably gonna butcher her name, but when Kaya was talking to Lena about not hating them and knowing not all of them are bad, Theo did look over at her and kind of looked like as if like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? They must have had some kind of connection, but even if they didn't, they're a family, you know what I mean? And they just lost one of their own. And meanwhile, instead of her consoling them and asking them how they're doing, she's worrying about how she feels and how she failed and how if she would have got the map sooner, she could have saved her. But she's not taking into consideration how all of them are feeling right now, fighting this war as subhumans, and then hearing the person that they're not really fond of apologize for one of their own comrades' deaths, and they feel like she really doesn't care to begin with, because it is a little hypocritical. Like, she didn't even ask anything about them. She was asking very superficial type of questions, you know what I mean? And calling in and talking to them and making small talk isn't the same as being able to bond with these individuals. So even though she might have said, and what Theo's saying is, even though she might have said, I didn't call you 86, you just left it unsaid. You still don't treat us like humans. But at the same time, what is Lena supposed to do? Because she has her obligations to the Republic. She has her responsibilities. She could just say, no, I'm not going to handle District 86. But then that means some other handler is going to come in and be an asshole to these people. So it's going to be hard for her to bond with them and actually gain their trust and become an actual true comrade. Number one, because she's not on the battlefield with them. And number two, her people did what they did and discriminated against all these other races that were in the Republic. So it's crazy, man. It'd be like America saying, if you're not from this ethnicity, then if you're not from, European descent, then you're going to end up fighting our wars and we don't have to do anything. Like, it's messed up, dude. It's not right. And it's so clear that these people are, hold resentment against the Republic. How couldn't you? The one girl said she watched her parents be used as target practice, dude. How little concern do you have for life if you do something like that? The Republic is not a good place. Now, we didn't get to see anything about the Legion besides the fact that apparently there's no humans there. The AI took over, but I wonder how true that is. Like, I'm hoping we get more of a look into the Empire as well. But there's so much already happening within the Republic and District 86 that we have a lot to cover here. We need these scars to heal between Lena and the 86 district. We need them to come to terms with each other before they can obviously be a coherent unit. Like, Undertaker and all them work together well, but Lena, they don't really, it's a job, it's a job. Like, they're looking at it as this is her job. She's doing this. She really doesn't care about us. She hasn't proven herself to these people, man. Really crazy episode, really crazy series. The writing is really, really good, and I can see it just getting more and more dramatic. But guys, what are your thoughts on episode 3 of 86? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear it. Remember to smash that like button. It's completely free, and I greatly appreciate it. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon for another video.